my name is Meiju and you are watching Meiju Knits Knitting Podcast. As you can see, I have a microphone here. I'm testing it because for the last Finnish language episode, I received some comments that my voice isn't, or the level of the voice isn't that loud, and the commercials would sound too loud for them. So I'm trying to test how this works with the microphone. For my camera, I could only have this kind of small microphone. I don't know how it will go, but let's see. As I tested it before, there wasn't much difference for me speaking without the microphone or with the microphone, since I'm so close to my camera. So, but we'll see. I'll try also to edit the level of my voice when doing the final edits for the video, so that the level of my voice would be a bit louder than before. Okay, for this week's episode, I have some yarns there. As you can see, I already showed the yarns, some yarns in my last episode. But as you can see, I'm wearing a new sweater. It's something that I published today. This is Friday 5th of February. So I published this sweater called Frelsi today. Frelsi is Icelandic language and it means freedom. For me, this is an important sweater for first of all, because of it's really warm. It's made of Istex Alafoslobi, which is bulky weight Icelandic wool, and now that we have had minus 16 Celsius degrees outside today, and we have 18 plus Celsius degrees in this room in our house, which is kind of approximately 4 degrees less than we usually have in our downstairs, since it's so freezing cold outside. So this is the only sweater that I can feel myself warm now that I'm working here in our upstairs and in our bedroom. My workspace is here. So this is really warm for this weather now in Finland, and I'm happy to wear this since it's now published and photoshooted, so I can finally wear this sweater. I'm really happy about it. The things, I was thinking about when I promised that I would make these videos. My goal is to make one video in a week, so I could memorize for each video what I have been doing and how my self-employed life will go. Last week, it's Friday. Last week I recorded the episode. I think it was on Wednesday that I recorded it. So no, it probably was Thursday, since we were photoshooting on Thursday, and I recorded the episode after that. So almost it's been 8 days since the last episode, but I have been knitting quite a lot. However, it seems that I don't feel that I have knit a lot, since I haven't finished anything. I could show you, I already showed you in the last episode this dress that I'm working on. So I think I already had joined this for body, or I can't remember, but I have knit it a lot, quite a lot, but I still have some inches or centimeters to work, since it has to have to be at least 20 centimeters, which is 8 inches longer than it's now. So I still have to knit it, but almost all of the last Friday I knit that sweater, and a few hours in the weekend. Last weekend was really, we had nice weather here in Helsinki. It was snowing a bit, but I still went to skiing, cross-country skiing with my kids. I could actually put a few clips here. I went with my 2 youngest child skiing. It was hilarious because they enjoyed, and I enjoyed it too. After that I went also skiing by myself and or with my husband, because we only skied 2 kilometers with my kids, so I like to do a longer routes by myself, to have proper exercising by myself.
Miten menee? Meneekö huonosti? Et pääse eteenpäin, etkä pääse ylös. Niinkö? Jäädäänkö me nyt tähän? Eikä toimi.
And then again, as my goal is not to write patterns or not to do computer work in the weekends, I knit that sweater in all places where I wasn't needed to anything else for cooking or something like that. So I knit that quite a lot on Friday, not that much on Saturday, and on Sunday, but I still knit it. And then on Monday and Tuesday I was almost knitting the whole day, because I was at the same time I was listening to this coaching, or I'm trying to find the English word for that. It's coaching or course education. Anyway, I was listening to that on Monday and Tuesday, so I was really progressing a lot with that dress, and yeah, and then we come to Wednesday, and on Wednesday I did a lot of pattern writing. I actually I could show you the little swatch that I made. It's not actually, it's really small. this is the swatch that I made on Wednesday, and after I have made this swatch, I created and wrote a pattern for which I have a sample knitter, so I don't have to knit it myself, although I love knitting, so it's not something that knitting is something that I wouldn't want to do. It's something that I would love to do, but this is something that one of my friends hoped that I would design, and I did and wrote the pattern, and she promised to knit the sample for me. And yeah, it will be a simple cardigan, but I just needed to make the swatch because there is this special edging, and I wanted to try how it will work on both sides of the cardigan. That it would go as I have planned. So I probably unravel this because I don't need this small swatch. So almost all of my Wednesday went to that pattern writing, and I finished that on Wednesday, which was good. And now that it's Friday, I did something on Thursday too, and on Thursday I also swatched. I could give a quick look for the swatch that I did. This will be something. This will be a cardigan. And I'm still. It has to be graded, and it has to be pattern. I have to write the pattern, but I will eventually. Then again, this week I have been thinking a lot about the pattern pricing, since I'm now self-employed and I have to make my living with the pattern sales, and yeah, so I have been thinking. I also, as my brother takes all my pattern photo shooting, he has to also leave, so I sometimes pay him for or he, well, yes, I pay him for photo shooting for me, and then I use Tech Editor, and I have to pay to her too. So I have been kind of thinking that I would like to raise my pattern pricing, because I have been asking a less from my patterns than most of the designers will ask, and yeah, I think that I have my patterns have been cheaper than they should be, and that's because I have at least I have now raised the prices of some of my patterns, at least the complicated ones, but I still keep the same price for my oldest and older patterns. I know that times are hard for some of us now, but I still think that I still have to make my living, so I still think that I should have my pattern prices on the level that they should be, because they have been on a smaller or cheaper level than they should be. So if you have been following my pattern pricing, you might have thought that why are they now why you have to pay now more than before, but that's what I've been thinking. Still, when I launch the pattern, I usually give a launch discount. So if you follow my Instagram, you will get the coupon codes to get the pattern sale or to get the pattern with the code with cheaper price than normally. And I usually give 1 week for the launch sale. So this pattern is also being in a launch sale. So if you go to my Instagram account and find the publication or the post where I have this sweater on, you will find the coupon code for the launch sale. Then again, one more thing for this week. I have finally put these socks into test knitting. So if you are interested in test knitting these socks, please go to my Ravelry group where I organize all my test knits, so you can participate in the test knit. Usually I can't accept all test knitters, because for socks like these I have only one size for these socks, because they are all over cabled socks, and it's a large repeat of cables, so they are only one size socks. So I need only 5 test knitters for a sock pattern like this. But if you are interested in my sweater test knitting, you can go to my Ravelry group and say hello. There is a specific thread, welcome, say hello thread, where you can sign in to my earburn list of test knitters, for which I'm always earburning about my test knits. Earburning means on Ravelry that you will get notified when I have test knits. But anyway, this will be published in early March, so finally they are there. Okay, this week's episode will be a bit shorter than the last one was, but I have also exciting news, but I'm going to save those news for the next episode, since I want to talk more thoroughly about my news on the next episode. So there will be something else in the next episode about, for example, about these yarns that are here. So I'm not gonna tell you about those yet. That's all for today. Have a nice weekend, and have a nice next week. And thank you for watching. Bye.